meditation comes from Pastor Gloria Inkum Outreach Ministry. So, me pacho, woko Facebook na no one like your page, you know. It's where issues are digested with wisdom and knowledge through the word of God. Pacho, asem bia ye beka ho asem na ye gina onyankopon asem so na ye de aba ba mu na obia ate ase. Your YouTube channel Mama Young TV pacho, subscribe it. Na share na onyame ejuma na enkoso ye hwe wiase a enema ekoso ye social life no ya na airtime enu ntina anyame eyi na koa ama ye nse obekyereche obegya nyame asam so de akyereche se de be ye fie ene ye Kristo som ebe ye akono me pa cho enne ye guest ewa ha ye friend Pastor James Amwako Free ICGC International Assembly ye be say as o Christoni, can I get married without my parents? But before then, we welcome our guests on the show. Pastor, please, you are welcome.
Thank you,
on the hour of meditation.
Thank you.
Yes, as I asked, as a Christian, a strong Christian, can I just get married without my parents?
It is not right and it is wrong.
Really?
Yes.
Why do I have to, bring them into my marriage?
That is important. That is why we ask the question as Christians.
As Christians, yeah.
You see, one of the things that makes us Christians is that we live by the teachings of Christ.
We have just 20 minutes to,
We live by the teachings of Christ, not just by any other ideas circulating elsewhere.
Okay.
There are so many ideas and ideologies out there, that are fighting the Christian way of thinking, our beliefs, and our lives.
Okay.
And most of the people talk about what goes on in the West, what goes on in Europe. Now, what goes on in the West is not about like Christian standards. Why, would somebody even thought of something like that? There are sometimes exceptional cases and situations that, some way, somehow, may cause people to even think in such lines.
Okay.
For example, maybe if people maybe come across potential spouses that they are believed and they are convinced that it is God that is leading them to those people, and they want to settle down with those people. Maybe they take them home, and then their parents object to that. Their parents object to that. That we don't think this is the right decision. We don't think this is the right choice. In that particular instance, as a Christian, you are supposed to engage your parents to let them understand why you believe you have made the right choice, why you want them to accept your choice, why you want them to understand you, why you want them to, believe that you've made a matured decision and a wise decision in the way of God. You need to just reason with them. You need to calm down and understand issues with them. When they still refuse to understand you, bring people who also believe that you've made the right choice in. Let them also reason with them. Let them talk to them about the fact that you've made the right choice. But to go to the extent of saying that maybe you took the person to your parents and right at the first sight they objected, and you also chose to walk over them and then to go and do whatever you want to do. The Bible does not encourage that. The Bible doesn't teach that. And in the first place, what it does is that you are going into a marriage with a major flaw. A major flaw. When you are going to marriage, you need the blessings of your parents. Parents represent, God-given authorities in our lives. Most of the time, sometimes, most of us, we tend to revere our pastors and our church leaders more than our parents, which is wrong. We tend to sometimes respect our pastors and some of our church leaders more than our parents. It is wrong. Our parents represent, God-ordained authorities in the Bible. The Bible says that honor your father and mother, that your days may be long. One of the few promises of God with a promise. the longevity of your life on this planet is tied to you honoring your parents. When it comes to you obeying your parents, it is something that you are not supposed to do maybe throughout your entire life. Right. Let's get that straight. Throughout your entire life. But honoring your parents is forever.
Okay.
Honoring your parents is forever. You are to honor your parents whether they agree with you or they don't agree with you. You are to honor your parents no matter who you think they are. You are to honor them. And one of the ways you show that you honor your parents is by taking their suggestions into consideration and coming down to understand why they are saying what they are saying. Okay. Why are they saying that they don't want you to go that particular way? Why are they saying that you can choose a different path than what you have chosen? Come down, understand their point of view, and reason with them.
Yeah, Pastor Minchon, but sometimes, when you go to certain homes, and they think that we are rich, so you have to get married to a rich person. So you bring in the lady or the man, they say no, we are not going to allow you. But don't so on him say be a bear man or ban or one respect you say always can answer only scar. And so they are not, agreeing to what I have chosen. I have to go my way and do what I want.
That's why I said that you don't do it in an atmosphere of disrespect. You can still get what you want without necessarily toning the way of disrespect. About like normally sometimes, especially in our part of the world, sometimes you say ubi kasana se wondi diatema. I said they all can want to make, but you don't have to insult to make a point. In the same way, you don't have to disrespect to get what you want. That's why I said that after engaging so many people and opinion leaders and even your spiritual leaders to talk to them about it, and even if in that atmosphere they still object, they still object. Then, if you are sure you've taken the right decision,
if you are sure
you've made the right decision within God's will, and then they are still objecting to that because of maybe social status, because of prestige, or because of what they want to get from you.
All right.
You understand what I'm saying? Those things are wrong. Those things are wrong. But if you are sure you've done the right thing, you've engaged people to talk to them, and they are still objecting, you in a nice way, but don't ignore them as your parents. Even after that, still go to them.
But Pastor, you said you have to get the blessings of your father, like your parents, into the marriage. So without
the blessing of your parents, not necessarily about they lay hands on you.
But
that is where we are discussing all these things. That if you are a Christian and you've engaged all these things you're talking about, and they are still objecting, but you are convinced that it is God's will for you. You are convinced it is God's will for you. You let the parents know that it is not that you are disrespecting them, their decisions and their opinions and their choices. Because they also have to understand that in marriage, they are not going to live with the person. You are going to live with the person. What we are discussing is, ignoring the generality of their advice and as it's going on elsewhere, and thinking that they don't even play any role even in your life, even in your life, and then ignoring whatever input they have to make regarding your life, your choices, and then disregarding it all together and going on to do whatever. That's what you want to rise up against. But what we are saying is that seek their opinion, their counsel. If they still are not in agreement with what you want to do, engage other people, bring them on board, let them know what the reason is. After discussing all those issues, if they still have their reservations, let them know that, Mommy and Daddy, it's not that I'm respecting you, but this is where I believe God is leading me to. And so please, I want to stick to that. And I think you are free to go your way.
God bless you. I think next time we will look at if they disrespect their parents, what will be some of the consequences into the marriage. And you advise parents who also you know, maybe and kwana mention and I'll call back BBC member because so many things.
Let me deal with that aspect a bit.
Yes, so that we will continue. We will deal with that next time.
Okay.
Yes, very, very important. So you advise the parents who do that with that those words. Yeah, no more kagu our ears. Hour of meditation comes from Pastor Gloria Income Outreach Ministry. Maybe actually your YouTube channel, subscribe and share MIA. Today's topic is say, yes, I may worry without my parents, and Pastor has explained things to us as Christians. Into Mr. Nyami Adman next time. Your best friend Asia and Pastor Gloria Inkum, who shares of Mama Yanga. Major also like our page from Facebook, Pastor Gloria Inkum Outreach Ministry. Pastor, please leave your number.
I can be reached on 0246 578 285. 0246 578 285. Thank you.
He is from ICGC, Quintanase Assembly Bachelor. Pastor Mensa Otabo, Ebanono, Oda Asafua. A year a war Quintanase into my friend dear hobby, so he can help you solve your problems. God bless you so much. Bye bye.